Howdy all, I am Adam the Renaissance Nerd. It's 2025, my friends, which means it's time to bring up new topics, new ideas, go down new pathways, and create new stories. The problem is, we're going to talk about an old story, something that reoccurs every year. Is Hollywood dying? Are people going to the movies? Do people care about the movies that Western cinema is pushing out? And right now, people haven't been. People have not been because people are sick and tired of what Hollywood is serving them. They're not catering to fans, they're catering to agenda. But is that going to change in 2025? That is the question we're going to ask today as we play a little game. We're going to play a little game today. I'm going to predict the entire success of the 2025 Hollywood big budget movie schedule. That's right. I'm going to do something I probably shouldn't. And you guys are going to get to either say you were right or you were very wrong, you stupid retard, for the next 12 months. So let's get started. Some of these I know, some of these I don't know. I had to look a few up. And I hope you understand if I don't have the budget for all of them because some of these budgets aren't even released yet. So let's get right into this. Wolfman released it on January 17th. We have gone over this trailer on Roundtable before. We looked at it. And to be brutally honest, or maybe it was a Mellow Mondays. Either way, brutally honest, this movie's not made for me. It's a horror movie. It's got decent looking practical effects, which means it probably didn't cost a lot of money. But horror people sound like they're into this. So it's probably going to do okay. And this could be the start. As we go down through this, this could be the start of Hollywood learning its lesson. Low budget, genre-specific movies just to make middle millions. Not mega millions, but middle millions. Earn profit here and there and end up in the black at the end of the year instead of the red. Love Hurts on February 7th. This is another return to Short Round's career. Kui Hyun Wong, however you say his name. He's an assassin that gets drawn back into his world of assassin stuff. Looks like it's an action comedy, probably very low budget. Will probably be well received because there's a lot of positive energy around that dude. People like his comeback, his return to acting. I think people are going to enjoy it. It's probably be okay. Nothing great, but a return to the normalcy. That's the theme that we might be seeing as we play through this. But here's the other thing we're going to see right now. February 14th, Black Falcon, Captain America, the first of many Disney flops that you will get this year. The beginning of the end of the MCU as it really circles the drain and leaves a stain. Black Falcon Captain America costs over $400 million. Needs $1 billion to even sniff at break even. This thing's going to fail massively. They have reshot this thing 5 times from what we understand. There's no saving it. It's done failure. Snow White. Back-to-back flops. Rachel Zegler, everybody hates her. Nobody asked for this. Nobody wants Disney live action anymore. But here she comes to ruin your day. Well, she's not going to ruin my day. We're gonna have fun for weeks with Snow White live action as it bombs. Over $200 million before 3 reshoots. This thing requires a $700-800 million break-even point, and nobody wants to watch Rachel Zegler. Failure incoming. Followed up now, March 21st, Alto Nights. From what I understand, this is a biographical thing about mobsters. People like mobster movies. People watch these things. Probably very low budget. But people hate Robert De Niro now. They might not go see it because of him. I don't think it's going to do very, very well. I think it's going to be kind of and going to be forgotten very quickly. But you know what won't go under the radar? The Minecraft movie. Jack freaking Black. Nobody asked for this movie. Even the target audience, 12-year-olds who play Minecraft obsessively, they don't want this. They didn't ask for it. They don't want Jack Black. They don't even want Jason Momoa in it. They don't want it. It's going to fail. Nobody likes this. We all roasted it when it first came out on the trailer. Bomb. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Mickey 17. I had to look this one up too. It's a Robert Pattinson sci-fi thing about some dude waking up to colonize an ice planet and bad things happen, it looks like. Looks like a low-budget sci-fi action movie. Here's the theme we're keeping with now. It looks like they're going to go back and make low-budget sci-fi movies and rely on good acting to get through, good character work. So this will probably be received well, and it'll probably do okay. Until Dawn, a horror movie. That's all I know. People love horror movies. They'll watch it. They'll enjoy it. Horror people will they love their stuff. Not for me. Probably low budget. Probably going to do okay. Ah, yes. The Thunderbolts on May 2nd. The beginning of the summer season. This is going to bomb. Nobody wants a Thunderbolts movie. Nobody asked for a Thunderbolts movie. This is going to be glorious to watch the MCU burn for a second time in 2025. Listen, I don't want to hear about Doomsday. I don't want to hear about Secret War. However, it's going to come back. No. People are leaving these. People are leaving these movies behind. They don't want to watch them. They don't care about them. Nobody cares about these characters. I don't care. Florence Pew Pew is hot. They're not going to go see this because Florence Pew Pew is hot. They're not going to see this. It's going to bomb. Probably $200-300 million budget. Bomb. Final Destination on May 16th. Listen, I thought this franchise was dead. I thought this franchise was done. It has its fan base. Good for you. I don't know the quality of the movies as they went on. Listen, I don't know if there's the staying power to people trying to fight death or dodge death or whatever the themes are at this point. It'll probably be fine. Low budget, regular special effects. But this feels like one more squeeze of the teat to get a little drop out. Okay, Lilo and Stitch. This is where my objectivity really has to come into play. I have to put all my hate for modern-day Disney aside and modern-day Disney live-action stuff. This movie's probably going to do well because it looks like they are not butchering it. It looks like they're making a real effort to make it feel like Lilo and Stitch, the original movie. Now, will it have legs? I don't know. It's probably going to open strong. If the word of mouth is good, this could be big. It could be big. I can admit that. But we'll wait. We'll see. It's all about word of mouth. Did they do Stitch dirty? Did they do Lilo dirty? Did they do all the characters dirty or not? That's what's going to come down to. We will see. But I have a feeling it's probably going to do well. I hate to say it, but it's probably going to do well. The final Mission Impossible movie. Well, let me say it properly. Mission Impossible. The Final Reckoning. No Dead Reckoning Part 2. No, none of that stuff. Listen, the last one didn't do well. Huge COVID-inflated budget. Dropped it in the bad point in the summer where the competition was steep. But the competition is not steep here. It's launching the same day as Lilo and Stitch, but guess what? Different market. This is for adults. Lilo and Stitch is for kids. Different market. And the upcoming movies for the next week after that, I think it has a chance to do well. If the budget was constrained, I think people are going to go to see Tom Cruise and his Ethan Hunt swan song. Because people love these movies. I love these movies. They're fun. They're great. But they don't make a ton of money. But I hope it's a success. I'd like to see it go out on a high note. I think it's going to do well. Okay. A week later, Karate Kid's Legends on May 30th. We end Cobra Kai in February. And no, I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting until it actually ends. Stupid release schedule. But Cobra Kai will have ended in February finally. I think if it ends well, there'll be a lot of positivity for the franchise. And this is the merging of Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan and all that stuff. If there's good feelings about Cobra Kai, this will do decent. And a lot of nostalgia Barry Bates stuff. And the new kid, I saw the trailer. New kid looks like he can do the moves. New kid they're introducing looks like he can handle his shit. So I think this will do okay. Is it going to spawn a new Karate Kid franchise? I have no idea. Is this... best of luck. I hope it's not just a member berry money grab. I hope they actually intend to try and build something based upon the goodwill that Cobra Kai has created over the past few years. So I think it's going to do okay. Ballerina. John Wick spinoff starring Ana de Armas and all her sexiness. Listen, Ana de Armas is hot. John Wick movies are low budget. This thing's probably going to do really well. It's going to do well. I don't know if it's going to do $700 million well, but for a low budget movie, it makes a couple $100 million, $400 or $500 million. It's a success. She probably gets another sequel. Elio, some Pixar movie. I think we got a flop here. I don't think we're going to get a repeat of Inside Out 2, which my theory is it was hands off. Disney was hands off with Inside Out 2, which is why it didn't have agenda packed into it. This thing, well, oh man, good luck with that. I don't think anybody cares about it. Here's another one now. Here's another live action movie that shouldn't exist. How to Train Your Dragon live action. I've talked about this already. If this movie is a success, I will be surprised. I think it's going to have a really good opening weekend, but then I think word of mouth, because of the controversy, this thing's already steeped in controversy, race swaps, gender swaps, possibly sexuality swaps. We don't know, but it's an unnecessary movie for a franchise that is great the way it is. Now, they're going to be trying to time this probably with the How to Train Your Dragon section at Universal Studios, stuff like that. But that's going to be based on the animated stuff, not the live-action stuff. So I have no idea what's going to happen in the end. My prediction, start strong. If the word of mouth is good, it'll go off. If the word of mouth is bad, it's going to sink. I personally think it's going to fail. I think it's going to fail because people are going to say, why do I need this? I have the original. Very simple. 28 years later on June 20th, this trailer blew everybody away last month. Blew everybody away. I'm not into this franchise, but I can accept that everybody is hungry, thirsty for this movie. Super low budget, I bet. This could be one of the biggest hits of the summer, I think. I think it's going to be huge. People are going to love it. I hope they enjoy it. Not for me, but I think it's going to be huge. Brad Pitt in F1, an F1 Formula racing movie. Stallone did this 20 years ago or so. That movie flopped. I don't think this movie is anything. Car people may love it. I think it's a nothing burger. Probably doesn't cost a lot, but still, I don't get it. But then again, maybe because I don't get it is why it'll be a success. Probably harmless, but probably does nothing. Probably not. But let's look at this. This is another probably mid-budget movie that will probably make a profit and restore balance to creativity in Hollywood. Make easy mid-budget stuff. Megan 2.0, sequel to the Megan horror movie from a year or so ago. People like the first one. Not for me. Probably going to do fine because people are into it. Okay, Jurassic World on July 2nd. They're banking on a July 4th holiday bumper this. I don't care about Jurassic movies anymore. Haven't cared for a long time. I've seen a couple of the Jurassic World movies. I think they're dog shit. But here's the thing. This stuff is normie nip. Jurassic movies are normie nip. Dinosaurs. It's a very simple equation. People like dinosaurs. They're going to go watch dinosaur movie. Probably going to make a lot of money. But it needs to make a lot of money because the budget is probably going to be very, very large. Probably going to work. Be just fine. And they'll make 3 or 4 more. And goddamn, I just wish the franchise would die. Okay. While probably not going to be the biggest movie of the summer, Superman. James Gunn's DCU Superman is the most important movie of the summer because this is whether or not the DCU is going to be great. If the DCU flops because of this, it's over. This movie has 2 options. Great, fail. There's no in between. Even if it's good, its budget of over $300 million, likely $400 million with marketing, it'll need to make nearly $1 billion to be a financial success. People could like it, but it could end up being a financial failure. Now, personally, you've heard me talk about this for the past few weeks, so I'm going to be very brief and pithy in my response, in my comments on this. My fears have not been assuaged. The red flags are still there. I have not been convinced. I don't think it's going to do well. We shall wait and see. There are rumors about internal WB viewings that have not gone so well. So we're going to wait and see. But either way, this is the biggest, most important movie of the summer. Because if it wins, DCU's off flying high. They're going to do a lot of great stuff. If not, done. I Know What You Did Last Summer 6. I'm surprised they're making this. I hear, if I remember correctly, Jennifer Love Hewitt is coming back for this one. Listen. This franchise has been dead for, 15 years, I think? Maybe even 20. I don't know. I don't care. But low budget. Here we go. Here's the theme again. Low budget. Put it out there. Maybe make a few million in profit and add to the overall ledger so that you're not in the black at the end of the year. And if it restores the franchise, then great. They're learning their lesson. But it's a sequel to a franchise that's been dead. I don't get it. Smurfs. I gotta assume this is another live-action one like they did with Neil Patrick Harris a bunch of years ago that were terrible and nightmare fuel. Why are they doing this? This is in the 80s. The Smurfs aren't a thing anymore. You're not going to revive interest in the Smurfs. I say flop. Okay. Fantastic Four, first steps. Flop. Floppity flop. Big on the desk flop. Pedro Pascal is not Reed Richards. We've got female Silver Surfer, alternate reality MCU where they're going to merge with multiverse stuff and this. Nobody wants this. The stands are going to go nuts for it because they're dumb and stupid and lick windows and drool. But this movie will not be a success. It'll make $500-600 million, but on a budget of likely $200 to $300 million, no profit equals failure. Nobody of real merit is excited for this. So I'm going to say flop. Naked Gun starring Liam Neeson, rebooting the Leslie Nielsen franchise. I don't get this. Liam Neeson is not known for comedy. He's known for action and serious and drama. I don't get this. I really don't. And I don't think it's going to do well at all. Freakier Friday, the sequel to the Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay Lohan Freaky Friday remake from 20-odd years ago. Sure, if it doesn't have agenda in it, it'll probably be fine. It'll make a little money because clearly it's just them running around doing shit. Regular movie. Is Disney learning their lesson too here by making a regular movie? We're gonna see. I think it'll probably do fine, especially if there's no Whammon's agenda injected into it. Okay, Conjuring: The Last Rites, another Conjuring movie, horror stuff. Don't watch it. Probably gonna do fine. Saw 11. Saw 11. They're still making Saw movies. I don't understand how or why. I'm not into the franchise. I saw a few of them, including the first one. Sure, great. Low budget horror, shock value. People love it. They'll watch it. It'll probably continue to earn its keep. Tron Ares, another Disney joyride and CGI nightmare where Jared Leto is Ares. Listen, I don't like the Tron current day movies. I think this is a flop. I don't think anybody's interested anymore. Mortal Kombat 2. First one, not received well. Well, let me rephrase that. Received mixed. I thought it was I didn't want another one. Carl Urban is Johnny Cage. I love Carl Urban, but he's too old to be Johnny Cage. It's probably, this one's going to come down to the nerds. I think it's going to be mid. I think it's going to do mid. Probably very low budget. But if the nerds hate it and don't give goodwill, it's going to flop. Very simple. And if they release it in theaters. It was released on streaming last time. If they release it in theaters. Predator Badlands. I bet Jez looking forward to this one. He needs another Predator controversy. He hasn't had one for a while. Predator Badlands. Listen, this franchise is dead. I don't care what you say. Prey. Nobody really liked Prey. Nobody cared about Prey. It was released on Hulu, for God's sake. They put this in the big theater. Flop. Running Man remake. Yeah, listen, I love the original Running Man, but this could be the theme of the day. Have they learned their lesson? If it's a mid-level budget for a science fiction remake, great, but they're remaking another movie, and it's going to be compared to the original. I think it's going to do okay. It's going to do okay, but I don't think it does anything grand. Wicked for Good. Gonna probably be another domestic barnstorm. Probably gonna make I think Wicked 1 is currently nearing $500 million domestically, which is great. Not doing so great overseas, but it's made its money. It earned its keep domestically. Its fans love it. They sing along. They buy the soundtracks. They cry. They scream. They're great. Hey, people who love it, they get their movie. It's gonna do fine. Total between the two movies, $1 billion. Great. It's going to do fine. Zootopia 2. Nope. Fail. Freaking furry crap. Fail. I'm going to say it. Nobody wants this. The first movie, nobody cares about it anymore. This is how many years later? I'm sorry. There's not enough. Kids are not into this. At least I don't think they are. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it flops. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. The first one was a gem for a lot of people. They fell in love with it. They found it between the production and the acting and the story. Everybody loved it. I think it earned it. It's going to do well at its level and make its money. And now, as I said, while Superman is the most important movie of the year, freaking Avatar 3, this is going to be the biggest goddamn movie in the year, and I still can't tell you why. It's going to make $3 billion. I'm going to pull my hair out trying to figure this shit out, and it's going to be terrible. It is the king of Normie Nip. It stands at the top of Normie Nip Mountain and throws it down, and the normies climb and say, thank you, can we have some more? And then a week later, they forget about it because it goes away. God damn you, James Cameron. God damn you. It's going to make all the goddamn money in the world. It is. I am not going to make the same mistake I did with Avatar 2. Avatar 3 will be a massive financial success that everybody will forget a month later. It's that simple. And there it is, the 2025 schedule. Am I right? Am I wrong? Every week on Roundtable, when these movies come out, we will come back and we will find out if I'm wrong, and I will save the clips. And I will make an end-of-the-year video, and we will see if I'm right or wrong, and you guys get to point fingers or laugh and go, oh man, you were right. It's going to be one or two, and I'll take my lumps, because I'm a man. I put on my big boy pants today with socks and shoes and everything, so I can handle it. Either way, we're done for now. We're going to see how this plays out through the year. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube. I hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care by Fake Fan Stan and SJW Fifis. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out my gaming channel at Renaissance Nerd Arcade, and follow me on X Twitter under @TheRedNerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.